Well, another day, another viral AI app built entirely with vibe coding. Yes, you no longer need to be a software engineer or even know how to program when you can rely solely on AI to create you a successful application. What could possibly go wrong? Well, in today's story, we're going to find out with a great example. But if you're new to my channel, my name is Melkidev. I'm a senior software engineer over at Twitch, where I work with ML and a bunch of other systems. And today, we're going to look all into what vibe coding is and how it can be great, but sometimes it doesn't work all that smoothly. So let's first start off with the definition of vibe coding. You can see here, I have the official Wikipedia page. Vibe coding is an AI-dependent programming paradigm in the field of computer programming where a person describes a problem in a few sentences as a prompt to a large language model, LLM, tuned for coding. The LLM generates software, shifting the programmer's role from manual coding to guiding, testing, definitely not, and refining the AI-generated source code. Vibe coding is claimed by its advocates to allow even amateur programmers, remember that, to produce software without the extensive training and skills previously required for software engineering. What a beautiful definition that is. I enjoyed vibe coding. You just want to vibe out. You want to give your LLM a prompt, it does it for you. You just got to look at it and say, okay, yes, no, accept, maybe not. And in today's story, we're going to cover this user by the name of Leo Jr. 94 on X, where he made a tweet on March 14th, so a few days ago. My software as a service was built with Cursor, zero handwritten code. AI is no longer just an assistant. It's also the builder. Now you can continue to whine about it or start building. P.S. Yes, people pay for it. What a great way to introduce people to vibe coding. Hey, I'm not skillful, I couldn't do it, but look, AI, Cursor, Windsurf, these are the tools you gotta use to start building. And look at this, you can see following up, even a day before, someone said, Cody Schneider, vibe coding going to get more non-technical people to 10K MMR than all of the technical indie hackers combined over the last 10 years, which again, Leo, the protagonist of our story, retweeted and said, you can't really build software as a service with AI. Nobody's gonna pay for that. It will be full of bugs. LOL. Please remember the full of bugs part. It's gonna be so nice when we go full circle. I can't imagine coding a fully functional software as a service with payments, webhooks, and background jobs without knowing how to code. I assume you are a coder and know how to fix things. I'm not a coder, and I can build a fully functional SaaS with payments, webhooks, DB, and auth in less than 24 hours. Without using a boilerplate. Ladies and gentlemen, this person is the LLM master. They say Tama when it comes to using LLMs. The master with Cursor. They say this guy was born with a premium ultra Cursor account subscription already. This guy speaks in the language of prompting and getting results. Until earlier, March 17th, so 3 days after this legendary tweet here, Leo says, guys, I'm under attack. Ever since I started to share how I built my software as a service using Cursor, random things are happening. Maxed out usage on API keys. People bypassing the subscription, creating random shit on database. As you know, I'm not technical, so this is taking me longer than usual to figure out. For now, I will stop sharing what I do publicly on X. There are just some weird people out there. You're telling me, hold on, Leo. You're telling me that the app that you built with zero programming knowledge, that you were solely relied on AI to generate, could be exploited, could be easily attacked. The subscriptions, the webhooks, what happened here? You could build this in 24 hours. I mean, look at this tweet. A fully functional app that has all those components in less than 24 hours. But here we are. You're getting absolutely bamboozled on Twitter, on X. And I absolutely love it. Not do I really care about people attacking the application and specifically DDoSing it. I think certain people that do that are, they don't really have much to do. But the fact that karma, the tech karma gods, were in full swing here is just a beautiful picture from beginning to the end. And I just love following the tweets here. 7:30 a.m. No sleep until is all fixed. Rolled all API keys and moved them to environment variables. Implemented authentication to API endpoints. You can see here the screen, the prompts, everyone's working overtime. 11:20 a.m. still here. Modified CORS configuration to only route to only allow requests from trusted domain. Let me just get this straight. This chat of chads was able to create a what? Auth, DB, webhooks, and payments in less than 24 hours, but he lacked a few components. Now, what are those components? Well, he lacked, I guess, storing secrets in .env files or, API keys. Did not set up cores to protect his server, and also did not have authenticated API endpoints or protected endpoints. Who needs this part, right? Who needs this stuff when you have this in less than 24 hours? I mean, it's almost like if somebody knew how to program, they'd be aware of these very simple, very obvious gotchas. But no, nowadays we're all getting it replaced. This is just fugazi. You don't need this. This is caca. And all of this kind of brings me back to vibe coding and the topic of vibe coding. And really, the person who really popularized this is levelsio. So this very popular person on X, on Twitter, built a lot of different apps. He's like a solo entrepreneur, indie hacker, whatever you want to call him. And he went recently viral, famous again for the app he built, which is this kind of Minecraft looking flying game, multiplayer online game where you can be like a plane and shoot other people, and there's like blips with ads, etc. And he made the entire app with Cursor and other Claude AI LLMs. You can even see here this recent tweet: new Cursor and Claude 3.5 finally understand how to make a propeller. Before it made rotating mustache, now it's actually a prop. You can see here, he's proven by the virality of this game that he has no previous game dev experience. He does have programming chops, even before AI, he's built a lot of different things that garnered a lot of success and users, but he was able to basically create this entire game with no game dev experience, solely off LLMs. And he kind of really made the term vibe coding popular, because he even said he just kind of vibe coded this entire application, and now it's making him something insane. Like if I go to his profile, 87,000 a month, fly.peter.com. You can see here's the game. It looks good. Like, I won't lie, this looks like a really fun game. You can join it. I can type my name, Melky, join the game. I'll just pick this, a Cessna 172, and you can see here I'm now in the game. I don't know how to play this game, but it looks like a game. It looks functional, and once I get it, I'm sure it's really loud. That was loud. So clearly there are examples of people leveraging the capabilities of AI to make really cool and really awesome things. However, the key difference is Levels has programming knowledge. He has programmed a lot of different things in the past. Some use a lot of AI help, some didn't use any AI help, right? And there's even this comment here that I found, a post on LinkedIn. This developer makes a $200,000 a month game, and yet he writes shitty code. And everyone's asking, well, how do you know it's shitty? And no one really had any answer to this. There's no real indicator that there is any shitty code in the code base, or that Levels writes shitty code. All they kind of say is stuff that makes it seem like this guy got lucky, quote unquote. But really, when you make a claim like that and you just look inside the code that makes money, it really does seem like if you're able to use an LLM with previous programming knowledge to catch big blemishes, things that could go absolutely devastatingly wrong, you could definitely use an LLM to make very successful projects. I just worry for the people like Leo who don't have a lot of experience looking at people like Levels and other entrepreneurs, indie hackers, to really double down on vibe coding and think they could really get away by just prompting an LLM, getting a result, copy and pasting it, getting it to work, and bang, $10,000 a month. When in reality, I think there's lots of things that can go wrong with trusting blindly in LLM. And some of these DDoS attacks, like depending on the architecture, could cost a pretty penny. So I just caution people on how they use an LLM and don't blindly trust them. And I really like this new post by Levels. I'm organizing the 2025 Vibe Coding Jam. So let's see. Anyone can enter with their game. At least 80% of the code has to be written by AI. So it's a game jam, but it's now a Vibe Coding Jam where you have to submit a game where the little constraint is 80% has to be written by AI. That is awesome. I think this is funny. If anything, this is just hilarious. Like, go ahead, do it. Try it out. See what can happen. See what can, what could come out of the game you build. Maybe it's the next $10,000 a month application. I don't know. And you don't until you try it. And I just noticed that the actual term was introduced by Andres Karpathy in February 2025. Okay. So Andrej was the individual who made the term vibe coding, but I think it was really Levels and the applications he built that made it more of a modern thing all across Twitter, Hacker News, and all of those things. All right, so let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think of vibe coding? Are you a fan of it? What do you think of Leo and his story? What do you think of anything I've covered today? I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more. If you're a fan of vibe coding, vibe out. If you're a fan of regular coding, code out. Doesn't really matter. Just stay happy, stop whining, stop bitching, have fun, laugh at yourself, laugh at others, and don't take life too seriously because it's very short, okay? So go do what you want to do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.